Good day, everybody. This is Ying with Morsels of a Thought number 1820. We are here. I have a lot of things in the way. I am reading from Dr. Brody Miller. He wrote a 90-day blueprint to reclaim your memory after a brain injury or concussion. And I've been reading this book on Fridays because everybody has bumped their head, and we can use a lot better brains on this planet, right? I think. And I am bringing you morsels of a thought. I've come here 1820 days in a row. I haven't done any other show that has been this long of a streak. This is 1820. 1820 days. I've been trying to bring more virtue to the planet because I'm not wise myself. I bring wisdom from other people. Wisdom from other people means that you know the right thing to do for whatever situation that you're in, or for whoever you're working on, or for whomever you are working for. I'm simply reading to you what these wise people have to say through their experiences. Their life experiences are put in synopses so that we can bring ourselves to read morsels of a thought at a time, and we can permit ourselves to commit acts of virtue. Action is magic. Knowing the right thing to do is wisdom, and doing it is virtue, according to several sources. The fortune cookie I got, George J. Chanos, who is also an author, and Dr. Brody Miller, Ph.D. Let's read his chapter 4, the first pillar. R is for REFOCUS. Now keep in mind what we are reading is a blueprint for reclaiming your memory. To reclaim your memory, okay, we are going to rebound. So the first pillar is R for refocus. The second pillar is E for engage. The third pillar is B for brain. The fourth pillar is O for optimize. The fifth pillar is U for unleash. And the sixth pillar is N for nexus. And the seventh pillar is D for dedicate. Now, each of these pillars spells out rebound, REBOUND. And right now we are on the first pillar. R is for refocus, REFOCUS. Back to the book. The first stage, refocus, REFOCUS, is all about getting a solid foundation for an empowered recovery. Within each pillar are also mini pillars to make this a step-by-step guide. The first step is R for rest. Sleep is the most, hold on, this is by a quote by Dr. Matthew Walker says, sleep is the single most effective thing we can do to reset our brain health each day. Think of a head injury in the same way you would view a sprained ankle or broken arm. Oh, how do you typically handle these kinds of injuries? By giving them rest. REST, rest. The challenge with a brain injury is understanding what resting the brain actually means. Jumping straight back into work, school, or any demanding mental or physical activities is like trying to run on a sprained ankle. It can hinder the healing process. Keep in mind that your brain requires tons, TONS, tons of energy to fully recover. Let's be real. Rest isn't a luxury. Every dog, cat, lion, lizard, shark, mammal, and bear are dependent on it at a deep biological level. Even a warrior, capital W, recovering from battle needs it. And you are a true warrior, capital W, because brain injury is a real son of a bitch. He wrote it this way, B-I star C-H, that very few people really understand, and I said it. That's because they have never had to deal with it. If you're struggling to sleep, I've been there myself, says the author. After my injury, I battled severe sleep deprivation that left me feeling broken. I didn't just lose sleep, I lost my sense of peace and clarity. Navy SEALs I have interviewed have told me that sleep deprivation is a torture tool commonly used in the military, and I can understand why. Yeah, it is really bad. I mean, think about the times you drive and you're sleepy and you feel like you're going to fall asleep and you know you need to pull over to sleep a little, even 15 minutes or a power nap. Um, that is a good idea too, by the way. If you're driving, safety first, pull over in the nearest spot. And there's another idea I have that I got from a different source, traffic school. Um, you can take off your socks, your shoes, your socks, and drive barefoot. And that part, ask Dr. Brody when you get a chance to see him on Instagram. Ask Dr. Brody about how to see the foot. The bottom of the foot has the same number of nerve endings as the palm of the hand. And so when you are grasping something, it stimulates the part of your brain that keeps you driving, not the part that listens to the radio, which is a different part than the. So if you keep yourself awake with the radio, the only part that's awake is the part that listens to the radio. The part that's driving is not actually awake. So you're still in a dangerous situation. So I say pull over. Okay. So referring back to the main point, says the doctor, we all can agree that rest is an essential part of living a healthy life and restoring health. Now, Dr. Brody Miller is a PhD. Many people are burning themselves out, thinking they can hustle their way through recovery. It doesn't work like that. Prioritizing rest is non negotiable, and it provides you a foundation of your health. Without it, your brain doesn't stand a chance at healing. Your neurons, they need time to repair, rebuild, and recharge. In fact, sleep is bar none the most important part of memory consolidation, the ability to form new memories. We all know that after you experience a concussion, you need more rest than normal. Most people are still told to sleep it off. I see it differently. Do you need lots of rest? Yes, but you also need activity to get blood flow glowing. Rest alone will not give you the results. We are bringing more virtue into the world with morsels of a thought of wisdom from people like Dr. Brody Miller. I'm reading to you what these wise people have to say through their life experiences. This book is a 90 Brain Rescue, a 90-day blueprint to reclaim your memory after a brain injury or concussion. And who hasn't bumped their head sometime and really hard sometimes and really hard sometimes? Okay, rest alone will not give you the results, says the doctor. Concussions interrupt sleep patterns for many reasons. The headaches, the mood swings, the restlessness. It's like trying to sleep on a shaky, broken foundation. Let me explain. When we go to sleep, our brain's glymphatic system, the G standing for glial cells, is hard at work cleaning out toxins that accumulate during the day. Imagine your brain as a bustling city. Throughout the day, trash piles up from all the activities, decisions, and learning you do. The glymphatic system is like the city's waste management crew, clearing out the debris while you sleep. It's not glamorous, but it's essential for keeping the city running smoothly. Now, we have to honor garbage disposers, people who work with garbage. Their hands are dirty, but they are working. So we must learn to respect people who handle garbage. Don't just walk past them. Say hi and acknowledge their presence. Because if they weren't there, you'd have to deal with the garbage, right? So they're doing something heroic for you. Listen to me, okay? Listen to what I say, not what I do. Just kidding. We know me. Anyway, but here's the catch. The doctor says, but here's the catch. Imagine if that city's plumbing and waste systems were clogged or broken. The trash would pile up, causing chaos and impacting every part of the city's functioning. That's what happens in your brain after a head injury. The lymphatic system can't do its job the way it needs to. Footnote 3. Toxins build up, creating a ripple effect that can impair memory, mood, focus, and overall healing. This is why sleep is so critical. Not just any sleep, but high quality, restorative sleep. Without it, your brain can't clean, repair, or recharge. And that's where my desire comes in. My goal is to help you establish a consistent sleeping routine and practice good sleep hygiene. These two sleep strategies work together to rebuild your brain's waste system, quote unquote, and restore the natural rhythms essential for healing and thriving. The tips in the following section aim to help you establish a consistent sleep routine and practice good sleep hygiene, both of which are critical foundations for supporting sleep during early recovery. Now, I have an idea in addition to sleep hygiene is go to your nearest top hospital or clinic and ask them for a sleep management clinic and ask your doctor if she or he will refer you to a sleep management clinic where you can take some kind of course to learn how to sleep properly and efficiently. We don't always sleep efficiently. That's my take on it. Dr. Brody says sleep hygiene, the foundation of recovery. Good sleep is the cornerstone of brain health and recovery. Let's break it down into two crucial aspects: routine and hygiene. Number one, establish a consistent sleep routine. Life thrives on patterns. The sun rises and sets, seasons shift predictably, and the human body functions best with consistent rhythms. Sleep is no exception. A regular sleep schedule trains your brain and body to anticipate rest, making it a habit that feels natural and automatic over time. Here's my approach. I adhere to the 9 to 5 rule, not for my work, but for sleep. I prioritize 8 to 9 hours nightly to give my brain the time it needs to repair, consolidate memories, and recharge. Morning sunlight is another game changer. Dr. Andrew Huberman's research highlights how exposure to morning light resets your circadian rhythm, your body's internal clock, that regulates sleep and wake cycles. For example, when traveling across time zones, like from New York to Bangkok, your circadian rhythm might take a week to adjust. Morning sunlight can speed up this process, aligning your internal clock with local time. I met Dr. Andrew Huberman where he worked near his office. I would see him very often, actually, and I knew who he was, but I didn't know he had a podcast, and I didn't know he was a, a professor. I just knew him, and I don't think we ever spoke, but we were acquainted. He knew my face. I knew his face. Oh my. Walking past each other all the time. Number two, sleep hygiene. Optimize sleep hygiene. Sleep hygiene is about crafting the perfect environment and habits for restful sleep. Here are my top tips. Power down early. Stop working and scrolling social media at least an hour before bed. Blue light disrupts melatonin production, the hormone essential for sleep. Now, my glasses have something called blue light filtering. I like that. Create complete darkness. That's a good one. This is a good one. Use blackout curtains to make your room pitch black. Darkness signals the pineal gland to release melatonin. Pineal gland, I guess it's called. Eliminate noise pollution. Darkness signals the pineal gland to release melatonin. Eliminate noise production. Eliminate noise pollution. Invest in a white noise machine or earplugs to block disruptive sounds. Keep it cool. The ideal sleep temperature is 65 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 to 20 degrees centigrade. Can't cool your room? Try a cold shower or an ice bath before bed. It's worth the effort. That's what Dr. Brody, Ph.D., says. Sleep deprivation can wreak havoc on your brain. Studies show that sleep deprived individuals perform cognitively like someone legally drunk. Severe deprivation can even cause hallucinations. Simply put, recovery without rest is impossible. We are reading Brain Rescue, a 90-day blueprint to reclaim your memory after a brain injury or concussion by Dr. Brody Miller, Ph.D. Now we are getting where he's going to tell you what he has experienced, and we're getting morsels of thought of wisdom this way, so we can also commit acts that are virtuous. If air conditioning isn't available, the doctor says, if air conditioning isn't available, there are still effective ways to cool down for better sleep. Take a cold shower before bed or fill your bathtub with ice bags from the store to create an ice bath. See, you fill it with the ice bags so you can still use the ice later. Don't let the water get into the ice bag. See, that's so smart, isn't it? With ice bags from the store to create an ice bath. And then you can put it back in the freezer, right? Doctor says, while this may sound intense, the investment is well worth it, especially when you understand the critical role sleep plays in recovery. I'm going to try it and I'm going to hate it, but I'm going to try it. Oh my God. Sleep deprivation is devastating for brain health. Research shows that even moderate sleep loss can impair your cognitive abilities to the level of being legally drunk. Footnote 4. Go without sleep for several days and you may begin to hallucinate. That's why prioritizing sleep is non negotiable. Holy shit. Go without sleep for several days and you may begin to hallucinate? Wow. That's why prioritizing sleep is non-negotiable, especially in early recovery. I said holy shit, okay. By consistently applying these strategies, you'll give your brain the rest it needs to heal, improve memory, and reduce brain fog. Recovery without rest is simply impossible. For extra insight, consider investing in a wearable like the Oura Ring, O-U-R-A, capital R-I-N-G. It can help you track your sleep quality, identify helpful habits, and eliminate disruptions, empowering you to fine-tune your routine and optimize your recovery. 7 tips for sleeping like a baby again, even after a head injury. Number 1, create your sacred cave. Make the room chilly, dark, and soundproof as possible, 64 to 68 degrees. Wear an eye mask and earplugs if necessary. Make your bedroom sacred with a capital S. For sex and sleeping only, capital S-O-N-L-Y. Number 2, get morning and evening sunlight. Get some sunlight early in the morning and in the evening. Natural light helps reset your internal clock, circadian rhythm, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up at the right time. Number 3, be consistent. Make sure to go to bed and wake up around the same time every day. Be strict at first to establish the pattern, but afterwards it will get easier. So, like, if it's unexpectedly late or unexpectedly early, just do it the same time every day. Unexpectedly late or unexpectedly early, just do it at the same time every day. That's my take. And it's a hint that I used once when I was not sure. And I said, well, last night I did the same thing. I feel like it's so late. But it worked because I just did it all the time at the same time. And eventually I shifted the times to where I was more comfortable. But do it even if it's unexpected, okay? Now, number 4 from Dr. Bro says cut the CRAP. Carbonated drinks, refined sugars, added colors, and processed sugars. CRAP. Number 5, add background sounds. Adding background noises like white noise, nature sounds, hypnosis tapes, or calming instrumentals can really help you sleep better. You know, honestly, I used Andrew Huberman's podcast show and had it autoplay while I was sleeping one time. I don't know if that was good, Dr. Bro. What do you think? Number 6, try meditation or prayer. Meditating before bed can seriously improve your sleep quality and reduce anxiety. Even just 5 minutes of meditation, visualization, or mindful prayer can help calm your brain, ease your mind, switch on your parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest, and get you ready for a deep sleep. Number 7, take GABA, theanine, and ashwagandha, ASHWAGANDHA, and for extra support. Theanine is spelled THEANINE. These natural supplements can really help calm your nervous system. The best part is they all are non addictive. If you need a little help, they can help you relax, reduce anxiety, and make it easier to fall into a restful sleep. I'm going to look for your footnotes here. Okay. Citations, numbers 1 through 4. I think it was 3 and 4, actually. So on number 3, it was Butler T, comma, Joe Lzhou, comma, Ozahin, Ozsahin, and then first initial I, Wong XH, comma, Garetti J, 2 T's, comma, Zetterberg H, 2 T's, comma, Blenno K, 2 N's, comma, Jameson K, De Leon, MJ, oh wait, Jameson K, 1 M, De Leon MJ, comma, LIY et al. Glymphatic clearance estimated using diffusion sensor imaging along perivascular spaces is reduced after traumatic brain injury and correlates with plasma neurofilament light, a biomarker of injury severity. Brain Communications 2023 5 3 DOI 10 .1093 slash brain comms COMMS comma slash FCAD 134. Oh boy. Number 4 was Neurolaunch, sleep deprivation versus drunk. How sleep deprivation can impair cognitive performance like alcohol. Neurolaunch, available from https://neurolaunch.com/sleep-deprivation-vs-drunk/. Okay, so we got those done. All right, now we are going to say goodbye and see you next week for this book, and see you tomorrow on Morsels of a Thought. Okay, old Kinderhead.